Alright, this is going to be a fairly long video, so let's just skip through the intro. Here we are in the title menu. We're supposed to be replacing it with a hub world, so you kind of manage all your tasks with an NPC. You see here in the top right-hand corner, you'll see the coins that are based on your account level or upgrades you've purchased, unlocks, etc. That's how many special units you can bring to each match. Here we are on turn 1 for Hamlet Grab account, I believe. He's just taking his villagers. You start with 4 villagers at level 1. Later on, you can customize things, but this is how it's going to be at the start for every account. Start with 4 villagers. He's sending them out, obtaining vision, clearing some fog of war, trying to figure out where to set up his economy based on adjacent neutral structures. So you see here, you see those spiral spaces, or with the glowing spirals. Those will amplify whatever resource generation is on top of them. So that you saw there, he built a mine because there's 3 rocks around the outside and a spiral space in the middle, so that'll generate a lot of gold. Exact same concept here with the sawmill. 3 trees and sawmill in the middle. Generates a lot of wood. Alternatively, as you saw right there, you can directly harvest the location. So you can get your unit to, you just select the unit, select the adjacent area, and click the single pop-up. And you can only do this with villagers, obviously not military units. There you see I built a farm. Farms will generate bonus resource with empty areas. So sawmills with trees, mines with rocks, farms with empty areas. So you see right there, I'm clearing out the trees on the sides of where the farm is being built, so it'll have more empty areas around it. And then there's an outpost going up. An outpost is one of the most essential early game buildings. It allows you to purchase items for your villagers, weapons rather. So you're purchasing, you know, essentially building military units by equipping your workers with weapons. Player 2. Player 2 is choosing Sparky, Builder, and Spy. Alright. Same general idea as the first player. Oh, actually this one's a bit different. We have, as you can see there, we have 3 deer, actually. Deer are the weakest of the neutral monster types. So if you see a couple of those around your base at the beginning, it's really easy to just summon some military units and get some easy level ups. As you see here, Sparky one-shots them, gains 1 level, upgrades some stuff. Ignore the visual bug there. Kills another one, and then we spawn Builder, and he's gonna do the same thing. Okay, kill the deer. He also, everyone will level up if you're level 1, killing a deer. Builder's a tank class, so all HP stats in the level up menu. Now you see on his diamond at the top, the thing above their player model, and to the left of their name, you have the red for HP, yellow for power, blue for essence, and green for stamina. You see Builder has like 26 HP, I believe. Exact same thing as the first player's turn here. Scouting for vision, building your economy, focus on the energized locales. Okay, you actually see player 1 right there. I believe that's just the farm. So got some good vision information there. And in the turn, we have the neutrals and then the enemy playing. Alright, back to player 1. As you see here, it's the replay. That'll play at the beginning of everybody's turn. It will start with showing you anything the enemy did within your vision, and then it'll move forward and show you what the neutrals did, and then the bar will come to an end. You can exit whenever, but so typically I skip the neutrals. Alright, this is player 1's turn. As you see, all the buildings finished building at the start of the turn, and all of the neutral locales, forests and rocks, were destroyed that you were harvesting. And in their place, for some of them, are treasure chests. You have a chance to drop a treasure chest, but you also have a chance to get different rarities. You just take an adjacent unit, click the treasure chest, and click open. It will take 1 stamina. But after it's open, it will just show the static visual of the chest open. You can just swing by and pick up the items within a unit. So typically you want to open it with people you don't need their full stamina bar, and then swing by and pick it up with whatever military units you are funneling. So in this example here, it's the hammer unit. Alright, quick explanation of one of the more important features of the game is the locale segments. It's the red bar beneath the structure, and you'll see it's separated into smaller portions. That acts as the health and the stamina at the same time. So any action you perform with the locale, like if you cast an ability, performing research, building units, etc., that'll take a segment, which represents a percentage of that locale's health. So just be careful of performing too many things if you are scared they might rush. So yeah. You have these 2 villagers moving forward, clearing out more neutrals. You're kind of prepping. It can be dangerous to do things like this, but because you can get your harvesting canceled if the enemy kills those units. But if they survive and they harvest those things on the beginning of your next turn, that's in the path for that hammer unit towards the enemy base. So you can swing by and pick up even more items if those drop items. So that's a decent strategy. You can actually see it here on player 2's replay. You see him moving in. And on the flip side, that can be a good indicator of like, hey, they might be, rushing me from this side right here, because I see the villager vanguard kind of pushing forward. Oh, that right there is you saw the gold chest. That's the middle rarity. I don't even think that the higher rarity's in the game yet, but there's another chest that'll be above that. But yeah, that'll be slightly less common, but better items. I believe better items and more options to choose from. So. Okay, here on player 2. They attacked the bear, which is a bad idea, but for testing purposes, I'm showing you some of the abilities. Sparky can stun units, like you see there. Sparky used Arcane Kick. It is the first ability on the bar that will drain all their stamina, but remember that neutrals go twice for each turn you get, so even though you stunned him, he will get to attack you 1 time, and he has 10 power, so he's going to do a lot of damage. Be careful attacking bears. Small cheat code: if you have a high stamina unit that has an attack, Spy can't attack, so he can't do this, but if you get a different high stamina unit, like an archer or something, you can actually sneak in and attack a bear in the enemy base or near the enemy base, and it will aggro and start attacking stuff around it for a couple turns. So it's kind of a workaround military option. Alright, so player 2, more of the same general buildup of economy, collecting items, starting your military. They're actually building a village, which is, that is how you get more villagers, obviously. The base camp initially is the only way to obtain villagers, and as you see there with the health of the base camp dwindling, you won't be able to summon as many villagers, so you kind of need villages or cities or barracks to continue villager production. Alright, back to player 1's turn. Looks like I summoned Slice. Slice is the trickster hero. You see right here he's summoning clones. That's his higher level clone ability. Can summon up to 4 clones. The space below him was blocked, so we only got 3. Really just used for scouting. They can't attack, and they die in 1 hit, so. But on the enemy screen, they'll look exactly the same as the real Slice, so they're really good for forcing your opponent to use up attacks. So here, the real Slice is using a stamina potion. That space is occupied, so you have to walk into it to reveal it. Now, right here, he's positioning behind the deer, so you get the critical hit damage bonus. Okay. A new villager, going over to the outpost, buying a bow and arrow. You see his stamina went up when you bought the bow and arrow. Bow and arrow is a stamina weapon, so you get the highest stamina out of all of the base stat sets. Each weapon from the outpost will give you different base stats when you buy it. So you saw he killed that deer and it spawned a chicken leg. If you walk into that, you'll get some food, which you'll see we desperately need. So it went up from 7 to 13 in the top left. And building a watchtower. Watchtower is the, well, obviously, the vision locale. It's pretty strong. It reveals a very big area, and it also will deal 1 damage to all units within its range on the enemy turn. So if you walk through a watchtower range, you'll get an indicator over your head, and you'll start taking 1 damage per move. Alright, so went and picked up another item with the hammer guy. Chose which direction to end the turn. Doing some random housekeeping right there. You can select a villager next to an economy locale and choose to focus harvest it, is what it's called. It's the same effect as like direct harvesting a neutral, like a forest or... I went ahead and completely skipped player 2's turn. Nothing eventful really happened. It was a lot of the same. So we're just going to go straight back to player 1, right where we left off, and continue from there. Rock or whatever. But you're doing it on one of your built locales, like a farm, sawmill, or mine. And that will force that locale to harvest a forest or rock for a bunch of bonus resource. Okay, picking up more items and moving in. So you see he's fully stocked on items, has 4, using the stamina potion. So if you get a fully jacked up guy like this, you can, I mean, like you'll see here in a second. So I could have just ended the game right here with this guy. hammer wielders deal double damage to structures. So instead I used an item, used the shovel, which gives you a bunch of armor in place where you end the turn. If you try to move off that spot while you have the shovel defense, then it will disappear. So it's kind of a last step item. Alright, you see just moving everybody in, destroying the outpost. It only had 2 HP left. He leveled up. And if you look closely there, for the split second that I showed it, you'll see that Slice's stamina is lower cost than the other ones you've seen, because he's classified as a scout character. You can also choose, when you see a unit level up, you'll see the 4 classes pop up. Warrior, tank, scout, and mage. So if you choose scout, your stamina will be the same cost as that. It's 6 ability points. Alright, not much left here. Oh, okay, so yeah. At the end there, you saw I constructed a barracks. That's one of the super strong late game structures. So if you can afford to build a barracks at any point, it's huge if you can manage to get one, because it's the strongest military structure. It can create more units, stronger units, level people up faster, etc. Okay, so player 2 just trying to defend the rush. And I think we can honestly just skip through this turn. It's a lot of the same stuff. You'll see Builder attacks that guy, does a little bit of the armor, but can't kill him. He only has 5 power. You saw he built a wall turret on himself to provide some protection. Sparky, killing people. Yeah, so this guy's just going to do the best he can to defend. It's a lot of the same stuff you've already seen. And yeah, Sparky just going through all of her abilities. Arcane Kick, which you saw there, stuns people. You already saw that earlier on the bear. And not much else new going on here. So we'll just skip ahead and then see what happens on the final turn, I believe. Alright, here we are, rushing through the replay that we just saw. Skipped the replay. Alright, final turn. They did kill the hammer warrior that was sitting there on the base camp. But it doesn't really matter because there's still a lot of people here. If you look under the stat bars for characters, right below the level, it shows little swords. You see it right there. That's how many attacks, basic attacks, you have left for the turn. You see here, you just use Vanishing Strike, hopped over them, now he's next to the base camp, and you can kill it in 1 hit. But yeah, like I was saying, you can you see the little swords, that's how many basic attacks you have left for the turn. There are certain things in the level up menu that will increase that. Talents is one. You can upgrade the talent that gives you an extra attack per turn, and you can continuously upgrade that talent so you get more attacks per turn. Alright, that is it. It was a long video. I know playing through a full game is going to be long no matter what, but hopefully it's a good resource for testers and Also a good taste for people who might be interested in getting involved in the alpha. Other than that, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments or message me directly, whatever. And also join our Discord, and I can send you a link directly there. All right, thanks.